Jason Kenner here with Anglers for Improving Opportunities. You know, it's been an exciting week for us. We put together a project, a habitat project on Paintsville Lake. We've been working on gathering materials over the past month, and you know, last week the Paintsville High School bass fishing team got out. They helped me gather some materials to stage at Ferguson Excavating. Monday, the Johnson Central High School bass fishing team came out and they helped us assemble some of those materials. You know, and throughout the week we've had different groups of volunteers coming in the evening time and you know, helping us build 60 structures that were approved by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to go on Paintsville Lake. 50 of those structures are going to be pallet structures, and 10 of those structures will be the Shelbyville cubes. You know, and you've seen those on our page. You know, the pallet structures Friday, Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife is going to bring about 90 cedar trees that'll be attached to those pallet structures. So, you know, the structures are pretty large. The cubes themselves are about 5 feet tall. They're 45 inches, about 48 inches wide, so about 4 feet wide. Candy Bates and the Paintsville Lows, we just really can't thank them enough for their support, you know, on any of these types of community projects. You always see Paintsville Lows, you know, active and supporting these types of things. But also to the Paintsville Walmart, Paintsville Utilities, Highland Food Basket, CSX, Heritage Pharmacy. You know, I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody. Ferguson Excavating for keeping us dry, you know, out of the sun this week with providing us a space to work to build our habitat. The people that have been a part of this project from the word go. So tomorrow is a really exciting day for us. The Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife will have vessels and a telehandler on site to help us place some of these structures in Paintsville Lake. You know, and then as bass anglers, we're going to get involved in, you know, I believe in my bass boat that I can haul at least a cube maybe on the front and maybe a cube on the back. So we're also going to be involved in trying to deploy some of this structure and habitat. You know, and that's what's exciting about this project for me is that I think this is one of the first partnerships of its kind in our area where a group of bass anglers stepped up, you know, and they partnered with the Fish and Wildlife. You know, and those guys, you know, I got to give a huge shout out to them. You know, they came out this week and they absolutely worked their guts out every day they were there. They came out Monday and Wednesday, you know, and those dudes get things done. So, you know, it was awesome to work with those guys, to interact with them and, you know, to know that they care about our local lakes and you know, improving them just as much as we do. So, you know, it was really cool to work alongside them this week, and, you know, we can't wait for tomorrow. So let's say as a local citizen in Paintsville, you don't necessarily fish, or maybe you just live in the surrounding communities and, you know, you just like being a part of community efforts. Hey, we'd love to have you tomorrow. So, you know, please come out to Paintsville Lake. We're going to begin about 9 a.m. if you want to be there a little bit earlier. But we've assembled a group of volunteers tomorrow to aid Fish and Wildlife, you know, in number one, attaching those cedar trees to the pallet structures as we get those off. You know, Chris Ferguson and Ferguson Excavating are going to haul those out there for us in the morning. So they're going to unload those with the lifts. We'll attach the cedar trees. They'll take that lift and then they'll sit it back on those vessels, and those vessels will go out to the marked sites to be deployed. You know, Fish and Wildlife today is out marking those sites with buoys. So if you happen to be out on the lake this evening, you know, please, you know, leave their buoys be if you don't mind. Those are important for us tomorrow and knowing where to drop our structure on those locations. So, you know, this is exciting. This is a group of anglers that decided that, you know, we wanted to make a difference, to be a part. And, you know, you can follow all of our progress from the beginning, I guess, back in January, over on the Anglers for Improving Opportunities Facebook page. So please check that out. If you haven't liked that page, please do so. But, you know, again, you can find all the information, anything that we've done, the data. You know, our approach from the word go has been a data-driven perspective. You know, this is why we think this may work, or this is how we think we can make things better, you know, and we'd find a study to support, you know, our case in that way. So again, exciting times. It's been an awesome week. Can't thank all the volunteers and the work and the help for their time and materials and labor this week. And we hope to see everybody out there tomorrow at Paintsville Lake as we deploy all 60 pieces of structure in our lake to make an effort to improve habitat and fish structure. We believe every fish in the lake can benefit from this project. Crappie, bass, bluegill, baitfish, you know, we believe all of those fish will ultimately use this habitat. And for us, it's going to be exciting to go back with our forward-facing sonar. You know, I can screen record my active target. I can't wait to go back and to look at the pipe versus the wood, you know, and to potentially see which is more successful in holding fish. You know, we put a poll up on our page this week, and, you know, overwhelmingly, people believe the wood structures are going to hold more fish. So we're excited to compare those two types of structure. You know, and that's a big part of this study and the things that we're trying to do, you know, a data-driven, study-driven approach to possibly improving local bass fishing opportunities. Please like and follow our page. We appreciate your support.